Right, so here we are on the ground at Malmö Sturup Airport. Actually, it's just called Malmö Airport nowadays, but I quite like the old name. We will actually start by having some jetways, and we'll use things with Avia. That will do. We could get a nice view over here. I think these should be transparent. Yeah, they are. That looks quite nice. But we'll just settle over here. And yeah, that looks fine. So we're in this 737-800 to fly Nordic. And we're gonna try out a new ORBX split airport. It's quite new, I reckon, and it looks really good, especially the 3D modeling, which I believe you don't see much of that nowadays. Great 3D modeling, but it looks really great. And in fact, we're flying from one ORBX airport to another. This is also by ORBX, and it looks absolutely marvelous, I think. Well, this airport in general looks good because it's got this nice yellow theme to it, which looks really cool, I think. And yeah, we'll hop right in, and we'll do some tests. I could actually 20 do. That's tested, can't bother with the rest of them. And TCAS is off. We could actually check this. That's off. Everything is off. Gear lever is down. Wiper is off. Important. So we can turn on the battery and ground power, and just do a bit of stuff over here. We'll arm that. Those goes to nav, and yaw damper on, and we'll also put the window heat on. We can already put that. I think we're going up to 350. Yeah, that's correct. And I don't know why that is on. There we go. Now that's gone. And we could actually start catering. I don't know what to use in real life. Probably some Swedish company. Sodex or something. I think it was when I flew with them last time, which was quite a long time ago, but yeah, I don't know. I think Gate Gourmet, they probably operate in Sweden as well, but maybe not for this specific company. So they should be on their way now, and then we'll do the boarding. Should take some time, so there's no hurry. I should grab the checklist as well. There we go. And yes, it's also a good idea to hop on Unicom, because I did try to fly this flight yesterday, but it was really crowded on the frequency. Well, it was this Sweden control, and he basically covered all of Sweden because there was no tower approach in Stockholm. So it was quite stressful for him, and when you have like traffic in those smaller regional airports as well, it is, you know, it gets kind of stressful and you can't really handle traffic. So I just kind of gave up, and let's do it today instead. Should be more enjoyable actually. So I'm used to flying the FS labs now because they open the doors for you. It's got this kind of GSX integration thing, which is really nice actually. But we have to do it manually today. We could check the weather in Malmö actually, and we have it right here. So right, it's 140 degrees, and we have so it's gonna be around 17 obviously. 12 knots. Cav okay, as we can see, at least right above the airport. No clouds. 24 degrees, so well, it's not steaming hot, but it's fine. We'll probably put some air conditioning on later. QNH 1009. Yeah, that's good. So we'll take that information and set the QNH to begin with. 1009, same as yesterday. And it's gonna be 17, so we'll just put that in. 169er is the runway heading, and we're going up to 350. So that is set. And yeah, I was going to check that. It's really hot in here actually, so it's about time to get some air conditioning. There we go. Yeah, at least get it a bit cooler before we start boarding. That would be a good idea. And yeah, there we go. So Mr. Right, Iraq. Yeah, that's active for well, I think 9 days at least. So that's good. Well, it says here to July 15th. That's great. Go in here and Echo Sierra Mike Sierra gate 8, and we'll align the iris. So we have a company route here. It's ESMS to Lima Delta Sierra Papa and 02 because it's a new flight plan today, not using yesterday's. And runway 17. Flight number is in it 6 Bravo, and then we have some 6732, and then our kind of call sign will be 67 Victor, blue scan 67 Victor. Right, this is probably done by now. Can take this one instead. So we'll close those doors. I could start in ProReflex actually, that would be a great idea. There we go, that started. Great. So they are doing that, and we could actually request boarding. Yeah, we'll actually make sure it's a lot cooler. That went really quick. That's great. And we'll open that. And we'll open those as well. Great. Right. So we're, I guess the flight attendants are boarding or something. and all this looks good, but we should do some tests. This airspeed warning, stall warning looks good, and this is very important. We'll test that. It looks fine, and that as well. Some fire stuff also. So that cargo bay fire or something, I think it is. Alright, that's good. We could do a quick light test as well, just because it looks quite funny. And then we did the oxygen test. We could do this as well, the cockpit voice recorder test. We wouldn't harm. And that's it for the tests, I believe. And here is runway 17, and we will be having the Salo 1 kilo departure, isn't it? Yes. So Salo 1 kilo, and we should check that. Well, there is actually no constraints at all for this one. It's pretty much straightforward. Straight south down to Salo. So that's fine. So it looks like. Nice, straight down there. That's good departure. So nothing wrong over there. We'll execute the flight plan. Well, we can check. There's no discontinuous or anything, so that's good. Alright. Cost index. Oh, really? So SimBrief calculated cost index 71 for us. Which is really funny, because yesterday it gave us more reasonable 5 as cost index. You might think that we are delayed or something, but we aren't. So I'm just gonna put 5 in there. Actually, I'll put 7 to be quite liberal. Okay, so reserves are 1.1 tons. 0 fuel weight. It should be 59.6. Cruising will of course be 350. Yeah. No step climbs or anything like that. Transition 5,000, that's fine. Initial climb is 4,000, but we're not online, so it'll be like that. The cruise winds are, let's see here, top of cruise, and then we have 2 to 6 at 5.9. 6 at 5.9. I checked the winds as well. They're quite, what was like 80 up here, and then when we get down there, it's like I don't know, 40, something like that. And well, kind of crosswinds, at least not a headwind, so that's good. So that's right. 226 at 59, yeah. And baggage is loading. Great, you can see the passengers boarding here. Great thing with GSX level 2. If you actually have these kind of transparent jetways, which is great, you will see them board actually. That's really cool. Alright, but it's time to do the takeoff calculation. So the meter shouldn't have updated yet, that's good. So we'll copy FMC data. It's dry, really dry I imagine, and let's put the wind in. Wind is 140 at it's going to be 12 knots. So that will give us well, about 30 degrees from the left, which isn't a lot at all. And then 24 degrees, that's correct, QNH 1009. The takeoff weight, I think that's a lot more accurate than what's in the flight plan, so we'll actually use that, but it's estimated 69. Yeah, it's pretty close, so at least that's correct. We'll use that. It's okay length on the runway. And optimum air conditioning on. You know, it's no problem with that. Great, here we have it. So we'll use takeoff 1, which gives us 94.7 of thrust percent. We'll put temperature 31 degrees. Right. Flaps 5. Trim 5.98. Okay. Quite high. 139, 144, 151, 139, 154, and that's correct. Okay. That's good. And flaps 5. Yep. Great. I think we can start the APU now. And I do want to check the node times for Malmö. As you can see, it's not much. And it's the same as yesterday, so there's nothing to worry about. We'll check the node times for LDSP later. So, yeah. So that's no problem. We've got a bit of air traffic here. That's probably not here, but it's in Kastrup, which is really close actually. It's I don't know if you can actually see it. Where would that be? Like somewhere around there. Yeah, that's a bridge, isn't it? That's the Öresund bridge. And we have Kastrup. Is that the tower? I think we can actually see the airport from here. That's really cool. Alright. So 151 is the V2. And we haven't done any checklist yet, but that's no problem. Let's do that pre-flight checklist. Oxygen tested 100%, nav and instruments trans, which is normal. Yaw damper is on. Emergency exit lights armed. Window heats on. Pressure station mode selector auto. Flight instruments heading 169 degrees, altitude 35,000 feet. GPS set, nav. Parking brakes not set, I think. We have it. Always forget that. Engine start levers are cut off. Pre-flight checks complete. Oops. That's not good. Okay. APU has come on, which means we can actually disconnect this kind of stuff. This, and then we'll disconnect that. We didn't do that test, so we can do it now. I know, not that it matters a lot, but we'll keep that there actually on the doors page. And let's get some of that. Right, that looks good. And that looks good as well. We're kind of just waiting for the passengers to board. So they won't have to wait a lot once they're all boarded and seated and all of that. I did actually mixture a bit with tomato, because I didn't like how my sim looked before. It usually fix itself like I just use some kind of preset like the RD preset or whatever it's called. That's supposed to be so good. That used to look great, but it didn't look good in my sim the last few months or so. So I tweaked it a bit and I put the fog, I made it a blue. I put a blue tint on it instead of using this ray light scattering. For I used that to get the ray light scattering effect, and I think it looks a lot better now. So there's that. I think it looks fine now. It can look a bit strange at times, but overall it looks better than before, because it looks so bland. And before we have this fog everywhere, this boring gray fog. Didn't like that. You know, it's probably more realistic. That's what it looks like in real life, but I just want it to look good, you know. Alright, so we are ready for pushback, actually. Let's go. Scorking 2000 standard. So good.
Hello, Captain.
The doors are closed. And kind of connecting the tug.
Locking gear.
Alright, so standard pushback for this gate. Should we trust that? I think we can.
Archer check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release.
Alright, so we just do the before start checklist. Flight door closed and locked. Fuel 10.4 tons. Go check that. Yes. Yeah. Pumps on, are they really? They are. Great. Passenger signs on, windows locked, MCP V2151, heading 169 degrees, altitude 35,000 sets. Takeoff speeds V1 rotate, V2139, 144151. CD preload completed, rudder and aileron trim 0. Taxi and takeoff brief completed, ACO lights, we'll put them on. 4 star checks complete, and releasing parking brakes.
Commencing push.
There we go.
All engines clear.
So
Start
engines are
engine.
cleared, starting engine number 2. I like this view when you push back. Oh, well, that's because I forgot to put those off. That's the reason. Now I can see it start spooling up. Waiting for about 25 N2. Then we can put the fuel in.
Set parking brakes.
Yeah, parking brakes. so we do have, I always forget it because you never use the center fuel pumps, well, when you fly short hauls all the time. But now we actually have a bit of fuel in the center, quite a lot actually.
Unlocking gear.
Yeah, so engine 1 start.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
And now we're waiting for about 18 on the second engine start. Right, will
Left
give
is
us
clear.
some kind of wave
Right is clear.
indicating everything is good to go. I don't know why it gives us 2 waves. But, there's the first engine started. Okay. And we can do this. There we go. Keep it off. That goes off. And then we'll put flaps 5. Flaps 5. And let's go on legs page. That's great. 5.0, so basically 6. Oops, there we have it. Yeah, that will do. Yeah, check the recall as well. That's good. Put the auto brake, and those goes to continuous. So, and this clear. Right, 4 tax checklist, generators on, probeats on, anti-ice not required, isolation valve auto, engine start switch is continuous, pressurization packs on, flight auto, recall checked, auto brake RTO, engine start lever, idle detent, flight controls, we'll check that, corner pin clear, and signal before tax check is complete. So yeah, I forgot that. There we go. Flight controls check. Full right, full left, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, and rudder, full right, full left, neutral. Yeah, great. So I don't think we have any traffic announced anyways. So we will take this route. So Delta facing that way. And we'll join Yankee. And simply line up runway 17. Yeah. Malmö traffic, blue scan 67 Victor, taxi, holding point runway 17 via Delta and Yankee. There we go. So we'll release the park and brake, put a little bit of thrust in, and we'll do that as well. Now we can put that, the weather radar on. I don't really know about that because you're supposed to, well, you put it off for the reason that you don't want to, poison anyone over here at the gate or the ramp with this kind of radiation coming from the weather radar. But I don't think it's that bad. So we put it on already. Right, we should have a updated measure, which is well, exactly the same, except it's 1 degree cooler. So we're landing in Split. I think we'll check the weather later, but I don't think we will have to do the circle to land approach, which, you know, it would be fun, of course, but it's quite, you know, I don't know if it will be dark when we arrive. I don't think it will be, but if I'm gonna do it, I don't want it to be, I would like to be quite lit up outside, and I don't think you're allowed to do it at night. That's what I think, at least. But if that's the active runway, we will be landing there. And I think it's I don't think there's a preferable runway over there. It's just the winds will tell, you know. But if it is the runway, it could be. Is it too? If it is that runway, the circular land approach is the preferable one. So, you know, there's no escape from that. All right, let's throttle back a bit. Get yourselves ready. For the departure. So I'm gonna put the strobe lights on. There we go. All here. That one goes to there. And before takeoff, check the flaps. 5 green light, stabilizer 6 units. For takeoff checks complete. Pack stay on. TCAS and TRA. Let's go. Well, actually, so Malmö traffic, blue scan 67 Victor, taking off runway 17. Salo 1 kilo departure. There we go. Land lights goes on. And approach path clear. Okay, that's fine. Oh, start chrono. There we go. Take off. Why am I doing it to this? No, it's from the left. There we go. Stabilize toga. Set. Very knots. V1. Rotate. Positive climb, you're up. Ella. Great view. Here we go. Gotta gain some speed, and as we do that, can do that. There we go. Oh yeah, flaps up. Autopilot in command. Why didn't I put auto thrust on? That is a big mistake. No harm done. Enjoying the last bit of Sweden. And so soon we'll be in or over. Is it Poland or Germany? Nutrition.